When a new council term gets underway in November 2026, one Ottawa councillor hopes he and his colleagues will be earning more. Today at City Hall, a motion approved that would help keep councillors' salaries here in line with what other big city elected officials are making. CTV's Dyson was at City Hall today and joins us with more on this. Dylan.
Patricia, last year, Ottawa City councillors earned more than $119,000. And with this motion looking to raise salaries for next year, it's apparent some councillors believe they are being underpaid for the work they're putting in.
Thank you. Is that carried?
I'm dissenting.
Dissent.
Yeah, dissent.
Ottawa City councillors deal in numbers all day long. This time, it's personal.
It takes it out of political hands and uses objective, hard data.
Sean Menard calling for the salaries of Ottawa's councillors and mayor to be brought up in line with the average remuneration of other Canadian municipalities.
Objective, hard data based on average remuneration for councillors in Ontario, being the second largest city. Looking at that data to make sure it's a fair process into next term.
In 2024, Ottawa City councillors earned $119,654, while the mayor earned $213,689. Elected officials also saw a 2.5% bump for 2025.
More than what they should be paid, but I don't know how much. But from what I hear, they're paid enough.
No dollar figure has been attached to this pay raise, which, if approved, would take effect in November at the start of the next council term. An analysis of Ottawa's elected officials' salaries by a third party last fall found that the pay for Ottawa's mayor and councillors is already comparable with other Canadian cities, though in Toronto, a significant hike was approved this spring.
The report previously found that we're right there on the median, and I think that's great. I think the issue is, as those things get adjusted, what's the process to adjust those rates for people?
This taking place the same day that council imposed a hiring freeze on full-time employees.
I just feel the timing, while we see many of our federal partners being laid off, obviously there's concern across the entire city, across the country about where we're headed right now. I certainly think it's worth looking at, but the timing is not optimal.
In July, CTV News reported that councillors were considering a pay increase of $18,000 for elected officials, but no formal motion was ever introduced.
I think if you did the math on how many hours councillors put into their work, they're terribly underpaid. I don't think there's any question about that, but I don't think this job was ever set up to be where you're going to earn fair compensation compared to other jobs in the private sector.
No, definitely not. Why are they entitled to a raise when just about every other working person isn't getting raises? So, especially what they're talking about.
And how significant was that hike in Toronto? In March, councillors there voted to raise their salaries by 24% to $170,000. The Ford government also unfroze MPP salaries last spring, which saw them get a boost of $41,000 to $157,000 annually.